So I said many men are on the move, so I'm going to do a trade deadline special for you real quick. Keeping them in the nest, St. Louis did not do well in the first half, but they figured to send all their birds over the border to Canada, or three of them at least. Genesis Cabrera, Jordan Hicks, and shortstop Paul DeYoung.
Yes, sir.
They did send Jack Flaherty to the other birds, the Orioles, and the Orioles won 3 out of 4 against Toronto today. Flaherty recording the win. Many Miami losses. The Marlins have created a logjam in the National League wildcard picture again. But in 2021, it was the Phillies that did the losing. The Phillies beat them in the series this year. And the Marlins' fate now rests in the hands of new additions Josh Bell from the Pirates, who's been involved in the last 2 blockbuster deals, and Jake Berger of the Chicago White Sox. And the names sound a little bit more like fast food joints than big league hitters, but they can add thump. Not much to show for it. The Guardians are only 2 games back, and they added Gene Segura from the aforementioned Fish. They held the Astros to 3 runs, had nothing to show for it, got no hits this week. 0 hits on the scoreboard. Kansas City Royals won 6 games in a row. Last 3 against the mysterious Mets. They ripped their entire roster apart, traded Scherzer back to Texas and Verlander back to Houston. The Mets had the lead Monday night, and they lost. Shouldn't have surprised me. The Mets couldn't hold them down in the 2015 World Series either. And the Royals always win games in August, something revealed to me through this very show. The torture ends. The Reds' torture over the Cubs, it only lasted for 2 series as the Cubs woke up and remember what happened over Memorial Day. They won 2 out of the first 3. They bounded out 21 hits on Tuesday and acquired Jeimer Candelario from the Nats. Then they pounded 16 more out on a Wednesday massacre in the Windy City. And lastly, the torture continues. Astros have beaten up on the Rays the entire time that they've been in the playoffs since about 2015. The lone time the Rays won was 2020. And speaking of them, they have 4 for Houston against Houston tonight. The Yankees do. The Rays are falling further behind the O's, and we'll see if the torture continues. And that's all I have for this week.
Thank you, Stats. Appreciate it, man. Hey, you were motoring, man.
Wow.
Smoke was coming out of his mouth.
Yeah.
Looked like he had a dentist drill.
He ran